Today we are hiking Acatenango. I don't say that right. It's in Antigua, Guatemala, or right next to Antigua, Guatemala. Basically, it's a mountain right next to Volcano de Fuego, which is a volcano that goes off every 15 minutes or so, and it looks pretty epic. It's a big hike, so we went with a tour guide, which is called Wicho and Charlies. Check it out. We met up at the agency for 7 a.m. in order to go over the game plan, eat breakfast, and organize all the gear we would need for the next 2 days. The included breakfast was amazing with fresh fruit, coffee, tea, and bread with a variety of spreads. They even had to-go bags with dog food for the many dogs we would encounter along the trail. After breakfast, we were able to take a look at all the gear available for rent. Some stuff like water bottles, gloves, and headlamps were included, but you could basically show up with nothing and be able to rent anything you would need for the hike. After all the gear was organized, we grabbed some trail mix from the snack bar, filled our bottles with filtered water, stored our non-essential items in the locker room, and used the bathrooms before taking an energy shot, and then loaded up into the vans. Hi! It took less than an hour to get to the trailhead, where we ran into our first three-legged dog and had a quick introduction to our guides. We started the hike around 9:45, and I immediately regretted having so much camera gear in my pack, making it 30 pounds. The first portion of the trail is steep and sandy, and really exposed, so the heat kicked in fast. It's 12:45, and we just stopped to have lunch. It's provided, like I said, mashed potatoes, it looks like, and veggie meatballs with gravy. Got a little fire here. There's some dogs walking around. Most of my group is over there, but I can't even get over there. My legs are about to fall off. This is a way harder hike than I anticipated. We can do it for sure, but it's no joke. If you don't hike, or if you can't run a mile, don't come on this trip. But it is awesome. Once we left lunch, we headed up into what they call the cloud forest, which is much cooler and covered with vegetation as you climb higher and higher through the clouds. We made it to base camp around 3:30. Made it to base camp. Whippa! Woo!
Well done.
Awesome. There's quite a few different tour guides you can use for this climb, but we went with Wicho and Charlies specifically for these huts. All right, this is our nice little A-frame.
I can't be on top. I can promise you guys that. I don't know.
If it doesn't work.
I think I'm a little too sturdy.
I don't want to. We got the 5 of us.
What?
And one else. What's your name?
Vicky.
Vicky.
Yeah, hey.
Roomies for life, dog. We made it to camp. Volcano's right over there. Keeps erupting. It looks awesome. Clouds change all the time. A ton of us are absolutely beat, but we've signed up to hike down for quite a bit and back up the actual volcano so we can get closer. It's gonna get cold, it's gonna get dark, but hopefully it's worth it. Hopefully the clouds, keep shifting like this. We'll see. The tour gives you an option of 2 additional hikes, one right after you get to the base camp to head towards the volcano, and another one the next morning to hike Acatenango summit for sunrise. We decided to see the volcano from up close, and this added 4 more hours to our hiking for the day. The volcanic rock dust gets everywhere, so expect to have some rocks in your shoes, and I definitely recommend having a mask or a balaclava unless you're at the front of the group. This hike down is no joke. It's super slippery, and we are still very high. The clouds way down there. We've had to come down this side. We're going back up that side. We're the last ones in the group that is hiking this part with good reason. Holy crap, look at that. The sky. I was taking photos for sunset, but it was good. We spent about 45 minutes to an hour just hanging out, enjoying the views, and watching the eruptions happen from up close. After getting up close and personal with the last major eruption in Iceland, I knew this is something I had to do. Once the sun was totally gone, it got incredibly cold and we started our long hike back. I was so dehydrated that I really couldn't eat dinner, but stayed up most of the night to take photos and videos of the volcano throughout till sunrise. The hike to base camp and then to the volcano was so exhausting that nobody did the sunrise hike. In the morning, we had breakfast burritos and then started our descent around 8 a.m. The hike down is obviously significantly quicker, but equally steep, so I definitely recommend trekking poles. We got back to the van around 10 a.m. and then back to Wicho and Charlies in Antigua around 11 a.m., where they gave us a choice of a cold soda or a beer. If you liked this video and enjoy bucket list travel inspiration, make sure to subscribe on YouTube and then follow me on Instagram at JRoyUSA. Thanks for watching. That's it.